Hi guys, and welcome to Premier Prediction Week 35. Only a couple of games on this week due to the FA Cup. Well, I say a couple of games, but still about 7 games left. But let's get to it. We start with a 12:45 kickoff, which is Manchester City versus Stoke. Not probably a game that's going to set the world alight, to be honest. Manchester City starting to look at their best now. They absolutely whacked Chelsea last week, and some of their goals, like the setup to the goals, were absolutely superb and out of this world. Aguero looks back on form as well. Is it going to be one of those things, what Arsenal do? You think that Manchester City are going forward, but then they go 2 steps back. I do think that Stoke will make it hard for Manchester City. I know it's at Manchester City, but Stoke will be more defensively than Chelsea. So I'm going to go for Manchester City 1, Stoke 1. I think it's going to be one of those ones where you're like, blimey, they whacked Chelsea this week, but struggling to Stoke this week. But again, I could be completely wrong, so we'll have to see. Speaking of Chelsea, we then go to the 3 o'clock kickoffs now, which is Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Obviously, I spoke about Chelsea, absolutely dreadful last week. They just didn't look interested, to be honest. Don't know what you guys think. They looked really poor, didn't look like they gave a shit. Really shocked with that performance last week. I thought that after Christmas they'd turned their season around. They started to look quite good. Hadn't lost many games, but last week, absolutely dreadful. This week, Bournemouth safe, got really nothing to play for. Chelsea will want to bounce back after that last week, and I'm going to go Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 2. I think Chelsea will try and get back on track and see we go from there. They'll need to send a message out after last week, and they'll need to perform for the fans because that was just not acceptable last week to do with Chelsea. We then have Liverpool versus Newcastle, the return of Rafa Benitez at Anfield. I suppose everyone's looking forward to that. What kind of reception will he get? Will he get booed? Will they clap him? I mean, he did win a Champions League with them, for Christ's sake, so do you know what I mean? No one's going to forget that night in Istanbul. So speaking of Liverpool, they were absolutely fantastic on Wednesday night. They absolutely whacked Everton. I've never seen Everton so poor before, and especially in a Merseyside derby. Although I do think they did lose 4-1 to Liverpool a couple of seasons ago. I think it was 4-1. It might have been 3-0. I can't remember now. But they were just absolutely dreadful. They didn't look interested. Obviously, the fans are turning on Everton's back. But you can't take that away from Liverpool. They were absolutely fantastic. They looked interested, lively, and they really are going to be a force next year, to tell you the truth. But like I've said to you before on these videos, sometimes when you get a massive win, you can get a bit ahead of yourself, and then it can come back to bite you on the arse in your next game, or you can thrive with confidence. And you can go on a winning streak. The return of Rafa Benitez tomorrow. He knows all about Liverpool, the history, the atmosphere, the passion, you name it. Obviously, Newcastle still fighting for points. I'm going to go Liverpool 1, Newcastle 1. I'm going to go for a tight draw, and it's going to be quite an entertaining game as well. And it's going to be one of those games when you say, it's fair enough to have a draw at the end of it. Excuse me. We then go to Aston Villa versus Southampton. Obviously, Aston Villa are now relegated. Again, nothing to play for. No passion, no fight. Southampton, again, I don't really think they've got anything to play for now. I think they're probably stuck about 7th or 6th or 8th, is it? Slap bang in the middle for this kind of game. Two teams not really interested. But I would favour Southampton, even though they're away from home. Villa hasn't really done anything all year, so I'm going to favour Southampton. I'm going to go Villa 1, Southampton 2. We then go to the Sunday kickoffs. There's no 5:30 game. That's for the FA Cup. So we now go to the Sunday games, which is Sunderland versus Arsenal. Don't really think that West Bromwich Albion tried their best yesterday. I think Arsenal looked quite comfortable. But that, like I said, that's only due to the fact that West Brom had nothing to play for. Last week against Crystal Palace really pissed me off again because we was in control. Wasn't putting our chances away. No need to concede stupid goals like we did against Crystal Palace. Just close the man down, and just see a game out, or put your fucking chances away. To be honest, it's just boring Arsenal now. It's just like everyone knows what they're gonna do. They're so predictable. It's just so annoying, and like, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but the Arsenal fans, if you're watching this, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but there's 4 games to go. I really couldn't give a shit now, to be honest. At best we're going to get third because we ain't going to overtake Tottenham. And I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd ever say that. But you've got to give Tottenham credit. So going on to the game. Again, Sunderland fighting for points. We all know what Arsenal's like. I'm going to go for 2-2. And it wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal are 2-0 up and Jermaine Defoe ends up fucking scoring 2 goals and making it 2-2. So you heard it here first, lads. Really hope I'm wrong, but you heard it here first, if it does happen now. We then go to Leicester versus Swansea. People thinking that Leicester are going to fade away now, and Tottenham can get back into the title race with Vardy being suspended. And I think he's out for the season now because he's been given an extension. I don't think that affects Leicester whatsoever, to be honest. I'm going to go Leicester 3, Swansea 0. I think Leicester are far too strong for Swansea, and I think that's a bit disrespectful as well to say that Leicester will fold just because Jamie Vardy is out. That's kind of like one of a one-man team, and they've got players like Drinkwater that's been providing this year, Robert Hoof, Mahrez, don't forget him, or Brighton. So yeah, I think that's a little bit disrespectful to say that just because Jamie Vardy's out that they're going to fold now. I don't think that's the case whatsoever. So 3-0 for me. And then to wrap up the results, we go to Tottenham on the Monday, which is Tottenham versus West Brom. Again, probably going to be very similar to the Arsenal game. West Brom ain't really going to be interested. Spurs will put on a bit of a show, so I'm going to go Spurs 2, West Brom 0. So that has been my predictions for this week, guys. Nearly coming to the end of the season now, so that's probably why I'm a bit drony. Like I said, don't really give a shit about the Arsenal games. Don't really give a shit about football at the moment, so that's why I'm not really sounding that interested. But it's got to be done. There's three weeks left of football, so 3 more videos, and then we can have a nice break and all recover in the summer with the Euros. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you next week for next week's predictions. Thank you for watching, guys.